Get ready with me while I tell you how I lost 50 pounds naturally with PCOS and hypothyroidism. What I think is one of the most important things to understand with PCOS, hypothyroid, and weight loss is it takes time. It's not going to be overnight. You make all these changes, you're doing all these things right, quote unquote, and you don't see the scale budge, or maybe you gain 5 pounds. That was me too. In this condition, they talk a lot about stress, and that is a thing. That is a real thing. If you are stressed out, if you are talking negatively to yourself, if you don't think you can do this, you won't do it. Now on to the actual logistics. I was not pre-diabetic when I was diagnosed with PCOS. I implemented all these changes and I was still gaining weight, and I didn't understand how I could be changing literally everything about my life and didn't see anything happen. Well, maybe I'm the only idiot in the world that knows this, but even though I was eating whole foods and I was being healthy and watching my carb intake and watching my sugar intake, I was getting an iced coffee at Dunkin' Donuts every day. Does anyone know that a large iced coffee with like a flavor swirl is like 51 grams of sugar? That's honestly what was holding me back from my progress. It is something that small and that stupid. So we really need to focus on what we're putting in our body. So not knowing that was holding me back, I go get my blood work run because I start seeing a naturopathic doctor. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be so much better. I work out every day. I've cut out all these food groups. I've changed my products. I'm doing everything I can. Well, I come out. I get my blood work back. My A1C is in pre-diabetic range. I call my boyfriend, I call my mom, I call my sister, crying. No one understands, including my own doctor, why I'm pre-diabetic all of a sudden with all the changes that I made. So I thought about it. And I was reading this book, and I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to look for you guys. I was reading this book, and it said, no added sugar for 4 weeks. Cut out all added sugar, and you will see your insulin levels reset. Naturally, I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. Like, I've done literally everything I possibly can. Like, no way is this gonna work. Well, here I am 4 weeks later. So my A1C was 5.7. And if you know pre-diabetic range, it's 5.7 to 6.4. I was right at the beginning of being pre-diabetic. 4 weeks later, no added sugar, focusing on whole foods, exercising. My A1C was a 4.8, and now it's even lower. So this just happened to me. I was diagnosed pre-diabetic in late August of 2023, and I reversed my insulin resistance in November of 2023. So it's doable in a short time to reverse your insulin. It takes discipline. It's hard not to eat sugar. Trust me, there were moments and days that I cried. I understand how hard it is to break up with sugar. But if I could say one piece of advice that has helped me the most through this journey is that I still don't eat added sugar to this day. Not only was I able to lose some weight, but my acne cleared up. And yeah, you're probably thinking, Nicole, you have acne all over your fucking face right now. Yeah, I know. I'm in my luteal phase. So that's my first piece of advice. My second piece of advice is move your body. It doesn't have to be this stressful class. You don't have to go to Orange Theory. You don't need to run 80 miles a day. Walk. Just walk. Make sure you get some steps in. Move your body. I work from home. It is so hard for me to stay active while I'm sitting in a desk chair all day. So I decided to get a walking pad and a standing desk. I think I spent about $200 on Amazon. I can link the products I got too. My link is in my Instagram. And I do reach the steps that I want to reach. But I also strength train and I do cardio at the gym as well. I just go to Planet Fitness. But it's that simple. Your body will love you if you move. Exercising also helps with speeding up your metabolism, and weight training helps balance your insulin and your blood sugar. And this was the biggest one for me. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I still struggle with it constantly. And I know I'm doing my bronzer in the wrong order. I'm not a makeup influencer. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's stress. My job is stressful. And sometimes that bleeds into my mental health, how I talk to myself. You got to eliminate the stress. I'm telling you right now, I was doing everything I could. No added sugar, low carb, working out 5 to 6 times a week, barely going out to eat too. And I didn't see it budge. It wouldn't move. It wasn't until I started implementing things like meditation, hot yoga, journaling every day, and really letting myself feel my emotions and sometimes feel bad that I have to deal with this, but realizing that I'm not cursed. PCOS is a small part of who you are. There are so many other things about you that make you beautiful, and you do not need to stress that you have this. I know it's a lifelong thing. It's easy to stress out about. Trust me, I do it all the time. I know it's hard, but it really is only just a small piece of who you are. And I actually have a note on my mirror in my bathroom. I will show it to you right now so you know I'm telling you the truth. To remind myself every day and to read. It helps. Once you retrain your brain to believe these thoughts, things will change. And I promise that I'm here with you. I'm still struggling too, but we'll get through it together. I'm not a doctor. I don't have credentials to be talking about this. This is just my own experience, the things that work for me. PCOS is a case-by-case basis, and it's different for everyone. But if you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to talk to anyone on my Instagram or in the comments. And yeah, just hang in there, friend. You're doing great.